Hey everybody, it's Savannah. It's finally Thursday, which is my upload day, and I'm home for a few days, which means I am filming at home. Don't know why I sing that. So if I'm filming at home, you'll see my record player, my fake flowers, because I can't take care of real ones in here, just because it's not a good spot for them. And also my CDs. I don't know, you'll recognize it. It's not that hard. So today I'm going to be talking about some tips and some hacks that I use to stay focused and motivated and do well in school. If you haven't seen Jenna's video, she did 10 tips on how to survive high school. It has some really good advice in there, so you should go watch that. It's on her channel. Just a little quick promo to my girl. And I'm going to go ahead and get into this video before I get distracted again. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is a little bag that has all my necessities. It's just a little zip bag. This is an example. This is my makeup bag, but this will do just fine if I ever wanted to use that instead. I don't know. It just has my necessities such as my gum, my earbuds, some money, some hair ties, some hand sanitizer, my portable charger, just stuff that I need on a daily basis. And it's a really organized way, sorry, to keep everything you need in the same spot. So if you need something, just pull this out, and it's a lot easier to find than digging through your backpack. Also, the next thing I'm going to talk about is websites that you might always need during school. I just have 3 of them just to kind of scrape the surface. One of the things I always use is dictionary.com. We have to read a lot of novels in my English class, so if I don't understand a word that's in there, rather than just reading through and not understanding what it meant, I'll just go to dictionary.com, look it up real quick, learn a new word for my vocabulary, and I'll just understand what was happening in that section of the book better. Also, Google. If you don't use Google, I don't know what you're doing. Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Drawings, Google Slides, everything in Google is very useful during school. I don't know where we would be without Google right now. I use Google for almost every one of my classes, and I don't know what I do without it. I know I already said that, but I can't stress that enough. Thank you, Google. The third website I'm going to talk about is Quizlet. If you have something to review for, or if you have a vocabulary list, odds are it's on Quizlet, or most of it's on Quizlet. So I would just go, can you see that? I'm just going to tuck that in real quick. So if you need a vocabulary list, try Google. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Try Quizlet. The next thing I'm going to talk about is a few ways that I stay organized. Well, the first thing I do, which is kind of seems outdated now, but it's so useful, is a planner. Okay, this isn't my planner because I have to get a new one for this new school year. This is just a journal I found, but if you don't want to get a planner, a journal will work just as well. Just write down the stuff that you need to remember. Just write down upcoming tests or assignments that are due or games that you have, just stuff that you need to study. A planner or a journal is a lifesaver because if I write it in every day, I'm always going to see what I wrote down the day before or what's upcoming, and it's just a really great way for me to remember because I write it every day. The next thing I'm going to talk about is specific colors for your subjects. This is something I've always done as a child into high school, is just having specific colors for your subjects. Like I'll have orange for, I never use orange. I'll have green for science, and I'll have red for history, or purple for English. Like, it's just a really nice way to stay organized. Like, I'll have the folders that color, the binders that color, I'll use the highlighters that color, the pens that color. It just really keeps everything separated because you know what you're looking for. You don't have to shuffle through your bag and wonder which one it's in because you're like, oh, I'm looking for my English homework. That is in my purple folder. Just pull it out, and then there you go. The next thing I'm going to talk about is separate folders in general. Not just the colors, but just making sure you have a separate folder for each subject. and then maybe one specifically for homework. I don't know if you need that many folders. I've used that many folders before, but just having a folder for each subject, and you can put your homework in there, or get a completely separate folder that has all your homework, which just keeps everything separated. It makes it easier for you so you don't have to shuffle through things when you're in class or when you're at home doing your homework. Also, a few ways, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about because I'm going to wrap this video up because I've already filmed it, but I lost it. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is ways that I stay focused. One thing that I use to stay focused is by listening to classical music. Just because there's no lyrics, there's nothing that distracts me from it. It's a really nice, peaceful, unless you listen to something really intense, but a really nice, peaceful way to just relax and stay focused on what you're doing. If you're writing a paper or if you're just doing your homework, it's a really nice way to stay organized. I know I sound like a teacher or something when I say that, like classical music. I've never had a teacher say that, I'm sorry, but I sound like I'm snobby when I say that. I don't mean to, because it just works well, and I suggest you try it. Or if lyrics work fine for you, then stick with lyrics. It's just an idea, Also, I'll take a break. If I'm reading a book for my English class and I'm having trouble like staying focused onto it just because it's not my type of book, like I'm not into sci-fi, not gonna lie, sci-fi is not my stuff. And so when we read Frankenstein, I was struggling with that just because I was not having it. I'd heard the story, I wasn't here for it, I didn't want to read the entire book by Mary Shelley. Sorry, girl. So when I was reading it, I would struggle because I was just losing so much interest. So I would take a break, go for a walk, get some water, or work on a different assignment. Like I would switch to my algebra, and when I got tired of algebra, I'd be like, oh my gosh, Frankenstein is so much better than doing my algebra. So I would just go back to that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, algebra is so much better than reading Frankenstein. Like, I just switch back and forth because it'll help me stay focused better. Also, ways you stay focused, making sure you're not tired. Everybody's always tired, not gonna lie, that's something that's always happened. But making sure that you're getting the right amount of sleep will help prevent it'll help it seem like, I just realized I've been slouched the whole video. It'll help you stay focused during school, and maybe when you get home you'll have more energy to actually do your homework right on time, right when you get home. I don't know. Get your sleep. Just drink water. Stay healthy. I'm sorry, I've lost so much interest. I've refilmed this video about 6 times now just because I keep messing up, but I don't want to do any jump cuts because that's too much editing for me because I've got places to be. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my first video alone. I don't know who she was today. She's a little all over the place. Next Thursday, I'll be better. Don't worry. So I'm gonna wrap this video up because I am tired of me right now. I'm tired of me, so you're probably tired of me. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you want some better hacks, or you want me to actually try some weird school hacks that I'll find, send them to me below in the comment below. Leave it a like, subscribe. I'm over it. You probably are too. You probably already clicked off the video, but I'm just gonna end this now before it's too much. Stay tuned for our next video, and Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Bye.